They kind of just told me when I walked in that, like, hey, we found this great picture of you. And I'm like, yeah. And then it pops up and you're like, no, not that one, the wrong one. Peace, everybody. My name is Kei Williams. I use he and him pronouns. As was just introduced, I am a founding member of the Black Lives Matter Global Network. I am also an organizer currently with No New Jails, really doing the work on the ground to prevent the mayor from building his jail expansion plan, which is going to cost about $10 billion, and will build 4 new jails in South Bronx, Kew Gardens, Chinatown, and downtown Brooklyn, if it's approved. And so really that's been the work that I've been doing for the past 6 months. Which leads us here to reclaiming pride, right? And what does it mean to reclaim pride? What does it mean to look back on Stonewall coming up 50 years? And for me, not having anybody on the mainstream talk about our ancestors, such as Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera, our ancestors that led the way for this fight to happen, and not just the pride fight, and not just the way to like walk up and down the street without harassment in a particular neighborhood within New York City, right? But to actually lead movements that have led to other movements, that have led to movements like mine, that have led to the Marsha P. Johnson Institute, that have led to people like Elle Hearns, who has built an entire network of trans folks who are working on collaborative solidarity. And what does it look like to have collaborative solidarity? It looks like actually practicing that in an every single day way. It's not just showing up to meetings when we have them once a week or once a month, but it's actually doing your work every single day. It is respecting people's pronouns. It's also an understanding that gender is much deeper than pronouns, and that how we approach gender in the everyday world, the everyday society, needs to go a little bit deeper. Reclaiming pride is like a super dope play on Auntie Maxine's Reclaiming My Time, which I have learned a lot about watching all of these investigations and stuff. Just like Reclaiming My Time is really like the safe word. You know what I mean? Like in Congress, like things get hot, it's like Reclaiming My Time, Reclaiming My Time. And I wish that for my ancestors and for our work and for the organizers, we could reclaim their time. And what that looks like is reclaiming pride in each and every single way for each and every person. And the disruption that has been happening in our communities is because we're focusing on singular issues and not coming together to see that all of these issues affect us all in every single way. And in order to do that, we have to build together across racial lines, across gender lines, across political lines. We have to be able to build together and have a safe New York that looks like safety without policing, that looks like keeping one another safe, that looks like not calling 911 on our community members that might be having a mental health episode, that looks like holding the door open, that looks like offering a swipe in to a poor Black person who might get arrested for not having $2.75. Solidarity and reclaiming pride is what we do every single day. It's to have pride in ourselves, pride in our community. And so that is ultimately what I would like us to do. I would like us to build together. I would like us to talk to one another. I would like us to get invested in each other's lives and divest from the systems that are harming each and every single one of us. And so that is, for me, how I believe we should reclaim pride. And at the very, very, very core to it all is having love for one another.